Hello there, Pokemoshpitbeta. My name is Dittomywiz, and welcome to Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle. Today's Wi-Fi battle is against a good friend of mine, Cooperzman, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now, looking at his team, he has 4 Pokemon weak to fire, as well as a Drizzle Politoed, so I'm guessing he's trying to use the Rain as a counter to his fire weakness. Other than that, let's just keep it short and sweet, and let's get into the battle. Now, he's going to be leading off with his Politoed, and I'm going to be leading off with my Simisage because I figured he would lead off with his Politoed to try to get up his Rain as soon as possible. Now, first turn he just goes to the Protect, and that shows me that he is not a choice set, so I'm just going to go for a Substitute, and that's pretty nifty because I do get up a free sub up first turn. Now, I'm just going to go for a Seed Bomb because it is super effective, and Stab, it does around half damage, which was pretty decent. Now, right here, he just goes for the Perish Song, and it does go through my Substitute, so that was kind of surprising at first, but then it's not really too big of a problem. Now, I'm just going to switch out into my Infernape on this turn, which may seem a bit odd to you, but this is actually a Sub-Punch Infernape with the Iron Fist ability, and I figured that he would Protect just to gain up a little bit of leftovers and to take the Perish count down to another turn down. Anyways, I'm just gonna go for a Substitute right here as he goes for the Scald, and the thing is that on this next turn I can just go for another Substitute, and he could either switch out and give me a free Substitute, or he could Scald my Substitute and fodder off his Politoed. Now right here he actually fodders off his Politoed, so that means that I will not be getting up my free Substitute up, but again this Politoed is gonna die, so that's pretty decent. Now my Infernape does have around half HP, which is pretty okay, I guess, because I could just use 2 more substitutes, but other than that, it's not too big of a problem that I'm at half. Anyways, he just goes into his Espeon, and I'm just gonna go for a Focus Punch because I predicted a Calm Mind or a Dual Screen, but he actually goes for the Psyshock. And looking back at it, I did a pretty dumb move by staying in because he obviously has 4 Pokemon weak to fire. Anyways, I'm just gonna go into my choice spec Mega because I figured that he would go for the Light Screen. I could just use the U-turn on this turn, and it does around half damage to that Espeon, so that's pretty good. Now I'm just going to go into my Beartic, and what he doesn't know is that this Beartic has the Dream World ability Swift Swim, and I'm abusing his Drizzle right now by getting double my speed, so this Icicle Crash actually does kill off that Espeon, and in comes his Scissor, obviously to use Bullet Punch. Now I'm not going to overpredict too early in the game and stay in, so I'm just going to switch out into my defensive Donphan, and the thing about this Bullet Punch is that it does around 20%, so I know that it's not a Bandit set and it's most likely a bulky Sword Stand set. Now right here I'm just going to go for a Stealth Rock on the switch out, and he goes into his Ferrothorn, and I'm predicting either a Leech Seed or a Power Whip, so on this turn right here I'm just going to switch out my Donphan into my Simisage because I figured he would do that, but he actually gets me with the Gyro Ball, and since this Simisage is actually EV'd in speed, it will kill off my Simisage, so that's a bit unfortunate. Anyways, I'm just gonna go into my Swift Swim Beartic because I figured I do indeed carry Superpower, but he actually switches out into his defensive Fortress, and it takes this pretty well, so I'm guessing that this Fortress is most likely physically defensive, and his Ferrothorn is actually special defensive. So right here I'm just going to switch out into my Mega because I figured at -1 attack there's no point in staying in. So in comes my Mega on the predicted Rapid Spin or Entry Hazard move, and I do come in safely on that Rapid Spin. Now I'm just going to go for Air Slash because it is neutral against that Fortress, but he actually switches out into his Ferrothorn, and it takes nothing to that Air Slash at all. But then I now see that he does have Light Screen, and I totally forgot about that. Anyways, I'm just going to stay in right here because I don't have a safe switch into this Ferrothorn, and I'm just going to go for Air Slash right there. It does around a decent amount as he goes for the Gyro Ball, and since I have Tintin Lens rather than Speed Boost, I am going to live that Gyro Ball, so that was fortunate for me. Now, the thing is that after 2 Air Slashes that this Ferrothorn is pretty weak, I could go into my Azumarill, and I could just go for an Ice Punch in case he wants to predict me to use Superpower and go into his Roserade. Now this Ice Punch, I was hoping that I could get the Roserade or just kill off this Ferrothorn, which I do, so that was pretty great. Now next up is his Scissor, and I know that it's not banded, so I don't have to worry about U-turn, so I'm just going to switch out safely into my defensive Donphan as he goes for the Sword Stance, predicting my switch out because I was locked in to Ice Punch. Now I know that I could take an attack from this Scissor, whether it's Bullet Punch or Bug Bite, and this Bug Bite does around half damage to my Donphan, which isn't too bad, as I just go for Earthquake, just trying to get damage on it, and I do indeed get damage. It does a crit, which was rather unfortunate for him, and I really did not want that crit anyways, but you know, luck just comes whenever it wants. So anyways, my Donphan is now dead, and I just have my Beartic and my Azumarill left over. Now I'm just gonna bring in my Beartic because I know I do indeed have Aqua Jet, and he's just gonna go into his Fortress, as I just safely went for the Aqua Jet, as I said before. Now I'm just going to switch out right here on this turn because this Fortress is basically walling my Beartic, so I'm just going to switch out into my Azumarill as he actually predicts my switch out and goes for the Volt Switch. Now this Volt Switch actually does not do too much to my Azumarill because I am max speed, I mean max HP rather, and I am pretty bulky, I guess, even though I am offensively based. Anyways, this is the turn that also matters a lot because his Giga Drain actually does not kill me. I live barely with 6 HP, and I'm able to go for the Ice Punch, so that kills off that Roserade as well. Now that was rather unfortunate for him because he didn't get max damage, and my Azumarill is now able to take it out. But anyways, he is able to revenge kill me with the Scissor because I did not want to switch out in case he wanted to Sword Stance. Now I'm back up into my Beartic, and this is basically my last Pokemon. Now I'm just gonna go for an Aqua Jet because I predicted him to use Bullet Punch, and there was no point in him staying in, so basically that Scissor is down, and now it's just a Fortress versus a Beartic. So I'm just gonna go for a Sword Stance because I figured I can't kill it with a superpower, and right here he just goes for the Volt Switch, and basically this crits me, so I was like, good game, man. And then it turns out that there's a surprise ending. So anyways, I'm just gonna go for a superpower on this turn right here, and I was hoping for a kill basically, but he barely lives around low red, and my life orb brings me down, and especially now I was like, okay, I lost, good game, man. But he actually does not kill me with that Volt Switch. I live with epic 12 HP rather, and basically I am gonna finish off the game with an Aqua Jet, and this game is actually a tie due to my life orb. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you did, and check out my channel if you did like this battle, and thank you all for watching.